Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see the guys who finished 1-2 in yards from scrimmage last year. Number 2, Ezekiel Elliott, and number 1, David Johnson.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. First carry now. This is Johnson. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. It's Palmer. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is finally out of bounds across midfield at the 40-yard line. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Cardinals. 41 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down, Palmer. Man open left side is Brown. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Throwing is Palmer. And he's got Gresham. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks near the 48-yard line. 23 yards on the play. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go play action here on first down. And he finds his target, Terrence Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run with Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They were in the 4-3. Mike linebacker made a great tackle.
And when that happens, generally it means that the guys up front, the 4 down defensive linemen, have absorbed all the blockers and allowed him to run free to the football. He ends up with a textbook tackle.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Steps away. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They go play action with Palmer. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They go play action now. Palmer rolling to his right. He's going deep for Brown. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot it.
And Gresham has it left side. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 33. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Caught right side, Gresham. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down near the 42. 9 yards on the pickup, and the Cards are going to have a 1st down. The play fake. Here's Palmer. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. They go to Johnson again. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. He gets away from one. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. On second down, Elliott. And he powers his way up past the 30. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a third and about 14.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Third and long for Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
On the return is Peterson. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Palmer gives to Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Play action. Now Palmer. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Taken in at the 22. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Bailey now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. David Irving in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now Palmer to throw on second down. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's the backup Gabbert. And he works free. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here we go with Johnson. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 12 yards is the pickup there. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Again, it's Johnson. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back, right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On second down, Johnson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from the desert after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The 2 old workhorses, Palmer and Fitzgerald, connecting there for a Cardinal first. Throwing now, Palmer on 1st down. Screen play, Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Another part of this Cardinal rotation. This is Chris Johnson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come out here in the I. And Palmer gives to Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Play clock winding down. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Three yards to go on second down. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. A second down throw for Prescott. Completes it to the rookie from North Carolina, Ryan Switzer. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. The numbers for Dak as a rookie last year are still kind of mind-boggling. And you look at QB rating. Dak was 104.9. Now, among full-time quarterbacks, only 2 Super Bowl quarterbacks, Matt Ryan and Tom Brady, were higher.
And look who he finished ahead of. Guys like Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Russell Wilson. Amazing.
Prescott on first down. A dump off to Elliott. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Time running out here on the play clock. Throwing. Prescott going right side. He has Winton. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. To the air again, Prescott. Buying time to his left. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Prescott off play action. Flushed out right. Looking downfield for Dez. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A first down throw for Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Prescott to throw it. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB. He's
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. The busy night continues for Johnson. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On the ground, this is Johnson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They're going for it with the option right. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Here's Johnson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Now Johnson. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Matt Weil now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. 10th carry now for Elliott. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big run that time by Elliott. 61 yards on the ground. And now a first down following that long gain. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. The play clock's running down. They'll try to run it with Morris. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Alfred Morris, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Palmer. Man open left side is Brown. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22.
And Carson Palmer's going to turn 38 in December. Actually contemplated not coming back in 2017. I wonder how disappointing he was in the 2016 season.
Well, do you think that that's a reason that he's back?
I think that maybe he feels like there's one more good run in his Arizona Cardinals team, and he wants to be the QB for it.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Off play action. Palmer. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down.
This Cardinals pass rush in 2016 got home 48 times. That's a pretty good number.
A very good number, led the league. Is it just because the dudes that they had, or the scheme, or both, or what?
It's always the dudes first, but their scheme, attacking, pressure, they'll continue to pile up the sacks.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. Looking deep for Elliott. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now it's Peterson. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Back to throw. His throw incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
They'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's Elliott.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This from 25 yards out. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Dallas, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.